You're finally on that cruise you've been saving up for since you got your first job. You're enjoying the luxurious amenities the cruise ship has to offer when all of a sudden the weather shifts and it starts to storm. Your luck would have it that the ship sinks, but you do manage to find a boat and make it to the shore. Barely, however, because the waves from the storm cause you to hit a massive rock and your little boat breaks in half. This boat is your only way off this island and you must find a way to fix it. You decide to check out the island in search of something useful to mend your boat when you hear rustling from the trees and bushes. You turn around and lock eyes with what seems like the entire animal kingdom. Don't be scared, they want to help you. They present you with a map that shows a way to the treasure chest and an abandoned pirate ship. However, before they give it to you, you must prove to them that you are worthy of their help by answering 7 riddles correctly. Are you up for it? The first riddle goes like this. Sarah's mother had 3 children. The first child was named May. The second child was named June. What was the third child's name? Think carefully. Who knows what they'll do if you answer incorrectly? They are quite hungry. The third child's name is Sarah. You might have been tricked by May and June, making you jump to the conclusion that the third name is July. May, June, July, right? But read the first sentence of the riddle. It says Sarah's mother, which means that her 3 children are named May, June, and Sarah. It doesn't quite flow as nicely as July, right? If you answered correctly, good job. You're that much closer to the treasure chest. The next riddle asks you to move 1 matchstick to correct the equation. Right now, the equation doesn't make sense, and you're allowed to move 1 matchstick, but only 1 to fix it. Whatever matchstick you choose, you must replace it back into the equation. And you cannot put a matchstick across the equal sign. That's cheating. Which matchstick do you move? There are 2 ways to solve this riddle. The first solution is to move the top vertical match on the right side of the 8 and move it to the first 3 to make it a 9. Your new equation now reads 9 minus 6 equals 3, which is absolutely correct. The second solution is to move the middle matchstick from the 8 and move it to the minus sign, turning it into a plus sign. You now have 3 plus 0 equals 3, which is also very much correct. How did you do? Did you get at least one of the answers? Let's move on to the next riddle. Let's see if you can solve this tricky one. 2 fathers and 2 sons are in the room, yet there are only 3 people in that room. How? You need to be perceptive on this one. Think outside the box a little. Are you ready for the answer? There are 3 people in the room because it's a grandfather, a father, and a son. The grandfather and the father are both fathers, but the father is also a son to the grandfather, hence 2 sons. Cheeky one, right? I hope you're ready for this next brain teaser because the first 3 were just a warm-up. This time you have to figure out the formula for this number sequence. It starts with 1, followed by 4, then 9, 18, and then 35. Do you know what number comes next? Let's get solving. If you take the first number, the 1, and multiply it by 2 and then add 2 to it, you get 4, the second number in the sequence. Next, you take the 4, also multiply it by 2, but this time you add 1 to it. So 4 times 2 plus 1, that equals 9. Do you see the pattern yet? Let's do 9. 9 times 2 plus 0, because with each row the number that gets added decreases by 1. So 9 times 2 plus 0 is 18. Now with 18, we multiply it by 2, but then we subtract 1 from the product because 1 less than 0 is negative 1. So 18 times 2 is 36. 36 minus 1 is 35. Therefore, our number in question must equal 35 times 2 minus 2. That's 70 minus 2, which is 68. How did you do this time? Did you figure this one out? If you did, congrats, you're so close to the treasure. The next brain teaser is a math problem. You just need to solve for x. Simple, right? Well, you'd be surprised how many people get this question wrong. Let's see if you're one of them. The equation reads negative 15 plus negative 5x equals 0. What is x? We know that a plus and a minus make a minus, so once we take out the parentheses, we'll have negative 15 minus 5x equals 0. We're going to group unknowns on one side of the equal sign and numbers on the other. I'm going to move the negative 15 to the right side, but while I do this, I must remember to change the sign from negative to positive. Our new equation reads negative 5x equals 15. To solve for x, we must divide both sides of the equation by negative 5, leaving us with x equals negative 15 over 5. Negative 15 divided by 5 is negative 3, so x equals negative 3. Do you want to double check? Negative 5 times negative 3 is 15, and negative 15 plus 15 is 0. We are correct! We're almost there. This next riddle goes like this. There is a 3-digit number. The second digit is 4 times as big as the third digit, while the first digit is 3 less than the second digit. What is the number? I hope you have good mental math skills, otherwise you're doomed. Ready for the answer? There are actually 2 numbers that satisfy these conditions. The first one is 582. Let's check. The second digit, the 8, is indeed 4 times larger than the third digit, the 2. And the first digit, the 5, is also 3 less than the second digit, the 8. Both conditions are satisfied. The other possibility is number 141. Again, let's check our math. 4 divided by 1 is 4, so the second digit is 4 times bigger than the third digit. And 4 minus 1 is 3, so the first digit is indeed 3 less than the second digit. Everything checks out. Last one, and you're there. You're faced with another matchstick riddle. You know the rules. Move one matchstick and replace it back somewhere in the equation to make it correct. Do you know which matchstick to move? Again, this one also has 2 possibilities. The first option is to take the top right vertical matchstick from the 9 and move it to the 3 and make that a 9. You'll now have 5 plus 5 minus 9 equals 1. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. Perfect. The second solution is to take the same matchstick from the 9, but this time move it to the 1 in the answer. Make it a 7, and the equation makes sense again. 5 plus 5 equals 10. 10 minus 3 equals 7. If you got both answers, amazing job! Guess what? You made it! You found the treasure chest and the abandoned pirate ship. It looks too wrecked to be operational, but you can certainly grab some wood planks and bring them back to your boat and put it together again. And while you're at it, might as well take some coins from the treasure chest. A little gold never hurt anyone. Yay! Your boat is all fixed and you're ready to get off this island. Don't forget to say goodbye to all the animals that helped you along the way. And that's all for today, folks. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe. I hope you learned something new, I hope you had fun, and I hope you always stay brainy. See you next time!